It's been known for a while that 3 Dead Rising games from the former console generation are all getting the remastered treatment for PS4 and Xbox One, and of course the original Dead Rising is making its way to PC. However, now we know the price, release date, as well as the specs required to run Dead Rising remastered on PC. So, each game will be coming out on the 13th of September digitally, and a price fairly reasonably at £15.99, that's pounds, or €19.99 or $19.99. And you can also get the Dead Rising triple pack, which will get all 3 games. And just to clarify, in case you missed the previous news, this is Dead Rising 2, and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. So you can get all 3 of those games at 16% off if you pre-order at £39.99. All the games mentioned are going to be running at 60 frames in 1080p, and as you would expect, will include all of the DLC costumes for each of the games. I mean, I would say just get Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, because that is, in my opinion, one of the best Dead Rising games ever made. I mean, Dead Rising 1 is great, don't get me wrong, but Dead Rising 2 Off the Record is just a thing of beauty. But now we know the price and release date, let's talk specs for Dead Rising 1 on PC. And shocker, they're not all that beefy. I know that's surprising, but let's discuss them anyway. Minimum is going to be, you guessed it, Windows 7 or 8. Processor wise, it's going to be Intel Core 2 Duo 2.4 GHz or an AMD Athlon X2 2.8 GHz, 2 gigs of RAM in the memory, and a GeForce 5050 Ti or an AMD 6770. DX is of course going to be, you guessed it, 11. Recommended is same OS, but i5 family or AMD equivalent for the CPU, 8 gigs of RAM for the memory, and a 560 or a AMD 7790 or better. So, as you'd expect, doesn't really require a hugely beefy PC to run Dead Rising. Of course, it is remastered, but it still is a fairly old game. I do remember getting this on my Xbox 360 when I got it pre-owned. That was a great game. And you might be wondering, well, who's actually porting these games and remastering? Is it Capcom? No, actually. Dead Rising is being ported to modern platforms by Q-Lock, who is a Polish studio who handed the DMC Definitive Edition, that's obviously Devil May Cry DMC, for PS1 and Xbox One, and Dead Rising 2 and Off the Record are being remastered by Mercenary Technologies, who did the PS4 version of God of War 3 and the PC version of Resident Evil 5. I have to admit, as much as I love Off the Record, I am very tempted to buy Dead Rising again because, as I said, that was one of the first games I owned on my 360 because I got it pre-owned and it was a fantastic game. And revisiting that on PC, that sounds like it could be a grand old time. Regardless of all that though, guys, that is me done for this video. Let me know your thoughts as always. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.